Focus, no distractions. Oh, don't deny it. You loved it. You don't actually need me to stand for anything. You just need me to stand. This is Ray Black of Tru-Man Podcast, your life coach of encouragement, where we reflect on the work and the worth of a man, and we focus on gold paradigms and diamond principles. Let's go. To be the strong man, the man of action. My God, you are addicted to action and slogans. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I do. As long as I am doing something, you're happy to be along for the ride. In the end, I don't care if you love me or if you hate me. Just as long as I win. The deck is stacked. The rules are rigged. Welcome to the deck.
Thank you for joining today's Tru-Man Podcast installment.
There is no right or wrong.
We truly value your
Not
time,
anymore.
energy,
There's
and
only
attention.
being in
Enjoy today's
and
podcast.
being out.
You will not be disappointed.
I like that Tru-Man Podcast.
It's okay to let them see you sweat, to let them see you work, to let them witness your progress, and to let them envy your passion. But in all things, focus, no distractions. Let's go. We are moving closer to the start of a new year and a new month and a new mindset for the new year. Today, we will vibe on how we avoid being distracted by the headlines, the hard times, the high times, the hated times.
I like that Tru-Man Podcast.
We want to be solidly grounded and anchored in our mission. At our best, we can't be moved, and at our worst, we are tossed by every challenge that comes our way. If you remember, the last two Vibe Talks, in a nutshell, they could be summed up by the term AAA. No, not the Automobile Association of America AAA. We're talking Ray Black's AAA. The first A, remember? Applied vision, then activation, and then it's action. Stated another way, is see it, start it, do it, and go through it. Bam. In a nutshell. How many people know it is not usually as simple as that, though? We want to be grounded in reality, don't we? We know that sometimes going through life brings challenges that can set us back if we allow it. Distractions can take us off course if we allow it. People can divert our attention if we allow it. Conditions can mess with our drive if we allow it. But often, that's exactly what ends up happening. Challenge comes and we're off our game. Setbacks come and we could get thrown off our square. Roadblocks come and we get moved off course if we allow it. So, how do we get past and through those distractions, challenges, and setbacks? Even when we filter through the distractions, how do we press through and give notice to our challenges that we won't be moved, that our action plan will go forward and keep us from having a setback? We can allow a distraction, a challenge, and our setbacks to take us down, and we won't. Look at how distractions can trip us up. Distractions will chase you down in the hallway to where you live, or even in your driveway. Distractions will find you wherever you are. They can have 2 legs, 4 legs, or no legs. Distractions are waiting for you in your mailbox, on your iPhone, on your Android, and on your TV. Distractions are always just one step in a phone call or a helicopter away. Family, we can be distracted by the headlines, the hard times, the high times, or the hated times. But we really can't afford to be caught off guard by them. Not while clouds are forming above our heads, and clouds are forming in our lives, and clouds are forming in our finances, and in our families, and in our relationships. and in our groups and on our jobs. There's also what I call the great apocalypse of thought that I think is coming and will emerge, or we say mature, in 2023. Oh yeah, an apocalypse of thought is happening and will still be coming. And it will be the headstone on the death of reason. It's already established that we have run through the intersection where thought and reason share the road as we drive down the highway of life. It's all about feeling now and political expediency, but not reason. Not so much. Reason is almost dead, and stinking dead at that. There's a long line to view the casket for the death of reason. Aren't we in a social renaissance? A social revolution? Haven't we entered into an age of social relativism in a way? Reason is almost dead. Are we getting prepared for the disorder that comes from our eclipse of thought and reason? I understand that people want light, entertaining content, and we all need that from time to time. I get it. But if that's the mainstay of our content diet, then that's all carbs and fat, and little to no protein and veggies. And we know where that gets us. Fat and lazy. Pardon the pun. No shame. No shade. We need the balance of the content. Otherwise, our mental bodies will atrophy, and focus and clarity will go out the window. Talking about our mental bodies. Let me introduce what focus and clarity mean to our advancement. It's the advancement of those who want to maintain an homage to thought and reason. We all have what I call a distraction defense system. We just don't all use it. It's a system that shields us from the effects of distractions. Our distraction defense system has two components. You guessed it, it's built off of one, our focus, and two, our clarity. These two are so critically important for a man's program, and they provide our first line of defense against distractions. When we are focused on our plans and goals, that's focus, and are clear on our abilities and the challenges we face, that's clarity. This will shield us from distractions and keep us on the path. Distractions won't stick around when they do come. And be assured, they surely will come to every one of us. Once a man starts to move in his purpose, a universe of both promoters and a universe of distractors are both mobilized. It's up to us which actors to pay attention to, the promoters or the distractors. Here's a caveat. Focus, clarity, goal setting, 4 a.m. Early morning. That's the very best time to tune in to your focus and clarity, because there's the least going on at that time of the day. And once the day starts, whatever focus you set in the morning, that's generally it for the whole day. For me, that means getting up at 4 a.m. and working on my focus, goal setting, and my plan of action for the day. The diamond principle at work here is an early rise works for guys who win the prize. Click that. Not who want the prize, but who actually win the prize. The idea that we can get up after the sun rises and succeed is a concept that no successful person said ever. Activation, and active action require an early rise. The period we are entering is going to shake some of us up because we have been distracted and haven't grounded ourselves in the way where our focus and clarity are sharpened. For those of us who haven't developed the ability to have a definite focus, to move with clear vision and a plan, you may see that losing ground is happening more and more. But we're here for the redirect. We're not gonna let that happen, bros. We're here to say that the coming period of chaos will not catch us off guard, ungrounded, unfocused, or unprepared. After we secured focus and clarity, we need to concentrate on guarding our tears. What? That's right, our tears. Now hold up, Ray Black. We're men. We have that under control. I don't see a lot of men running around here crying tears. What are you trying to sell here? Wait, not those tears I'm referring to. I'm referring to that old adage of your time, energy, attention, and resources. Yes, you've heard the concept before, but has anyone connected it the way we see here with the distraction defense system of focus and clarity? Your tears, your time, energy, attention, and resources are what people are after. And that's why it needs to be defended by having focus and clarity. Don't tell me about someone else who discussed it first, because the very first words on the origins of our existence as men are supposed to have been captured by the words, in the beginning, and that's time. And sometime thereafter that, God told man to be fruitful and multiply and to subdue the earth. And ever since then, man has been focused on his energy, his attention, and his resources. That's it. Our human understanding of time and a man's energy, attention, and resources has been with us from the very beginning of time. So, that who talked about it first thing doesn't really apply, and it doesn't fly over here. I will say that the glue that binds men together and to other people is our time, energy, attention, and resources. That's what binds us. There is no human interaction without those elements. Anyone who wants something from us is attaching themselves to one of these elements. Try having a relationship with someone without giving any one of those elements and see how long that lasts. Time, as we know, is our most valuable resources, and it's the capsule in which we express our energy and attention and manifest our resources. Consider this. When we are born, we have time, energy, and attention, but no resources by ourselves. And when we perish, we will have resources, at least some of us will, but at that point, we are out of time, attention, and energy. Isn't that interesting? It would be great if you listened to the video entitled TMP Diamond Principles, The Value of Your Time. The time value paradigm. New concepts. On this channel and in it, where we talk about the concepts of the value of your invested time and living life with awareness, vision, intent, and effort. Because when we combine what we are discussing here today on focus and clarity with understanding the value of our invested time and living with awareness, vision, intent, and effort, when we put that all together in a container of understanding and behavior, we develop an amazing mindset and practice to face the world. And we can look forward to episode 4, where we will put all this together before the new year rolls in. But for now, let's continue this discussion on protecting our tears. Tears, therefore, represent your most precious asset, your jewels. Giving away such valuable assets to the wrong people actually, pardon the pun, tears us apart and can literally leave us in real tears. People can waste our time if we allow them, and can cause us to use our energy and attention for their own benefit if we allow them. It's all a part of our personal economy, and we do well to protect our tears and treat each jewel as a precious asset. Invest wisely. The diamond principle here is we should invest our time, energy, and attention in people and things that help us produce value and increase resources. I'm closing for this segment. Here's the boom factor in this video. And this is just for you who have watched this far. A bonus. There's a certain aspect of this mindset that if we keep it, we are guaranteed to see gains in whatever we are doing. The diamond principle is called obsidian, and it is based in the natural law that says self-preservation is the first law of nature. Stay with me. I wasn't always in tune with this natural law, but now I know it to be true. Obsidian. How does this relate to what we are discussing today? I'm getting to it. The boom factor and diamond principle is the acronym OBSIDIAN, which stands for Operation, Best Self-Interest, Doing It Alone, Now, Obsidian. That's operating in your best self-interest and doing it alone now. Every decision we make, every chance we take, every step in a new direction, every breath, every heartbeat is done independent of anyone else. Even sitting with your spouse, a personal or business partner, unless we are physically dependent on a life-saving device, we do these things alone. Becoming your own obsidian means we empower ourselves to make decisions that serve us and those closest to us as a first priority. We can decide to serve the interests of others, but the first law of nature suggests that we must first be aware of what serves our own best self-interest before we concede the benefit of our decisions for someone else. Obsidian. Everyone should have the personal wherewithal to decide for themselves what is the best decision for them in the moment. We all have autonomy over who we are and who we are to become, and that is key to the goal paradigm. This practice is balanced by our charity, and the best application will see us not neglecting our interests or unreasonably withholding exercises of charity to others. If we have a family, we lay our interests aside for their benefit. But it's a conscious choice and one that should not be taken for granted or taken lightly. And this is why it's important for men to assess the value of our invested time, how we use it to live a life of awareness, vision, intent, and effort, to have focus and clarity as a defense against distractions, challenges, and setbacks, to protect our tears, and to become our own obsidian. That's the program. That's it. Put it all together. Watch this again. This has been Ray Black, your life coach of encouragement with Tru-Man Podcast, where we reflect on the work and worth of a man and we focus on gold paradigms and diamond principles. Let's go.